Hey, welcome to the Backwoods Gourmet. Today we're going to be trying out the Lodge Cook-It-All, and we're going to use it as a wok over the propane burner with nice hot heat. So y'all stay tuned. So I've been, thumbing through the Lodge Tips and Tricks cookbook, and they show a nice little stir fry in here that they're doing just like a wok with the bowl portion there of the Cook-It-All. It's about the only way we haven't used it yet, so we're gonna go ahead and see what we can do with this stir fry. We got most of these things. We're gonna change up some of the ingredients a bit. And we're going to follow the directions here. It says it's 15 minutes of prep time, 15 minutes of cook time, and it feeds a bunch. We're going to I'll show you what we're going to use. We got a lime here. We got some of the white ends of some scallions. I have some ground ginger, that's in the recipe. Some mushrooms, not in the recipe. I have some sliced up fresh zucchini, that's going to be awesome. Onions there, sliced thin, some carrot sticks. I have stir-fry beef. I think that's round steak, cut very thin. I have some green beans and some broccoli, all prepared to go in a stir-fry. Will be similar to this, but not exactly the same. All right, so for the sauce department for this stir-fry, we got 2 cups beef stock, a tablespoon of cornstarch dissolved in a little water. We got some honey and some Liam Perrins Worcestershire sauce. Guys, we got this up on our propane burner. Got it on a pretty high fire. Go ahead and give that about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and we're gonna let that get smoking hot. All right, so it's good smoking hot now. Only took a few minutes, and here's our strips, our stir fry. I'm only gonna do about half of these at a time because they're gonna take a lot of heat out of that pan. We could have probably let that get a little hotter. This is a big piece of iron. All right, it takes a while for it to get hot. So what we're looking to do is sear these off, not completely cook them, just searing them off. Right in this center, that's your hot spot. Things get too hot, push them out to the edges. Way cooler out there. You see how that sizzle died down? So we're using the Cook-It-All like a wok right now. Push them out here to the side for a second. And I'll go ahead and put my next batch in. We'll get another container and put our ones that are already cooked up. All right, our meat's done, so next we're going to put in the thing that's going to take the longest. That's green beans. And right after them, carrots. And just to make sure they get some color on them, our little scallion twigs, I call them. And have you some oil standing by. Peanut oil works awesome. Today I'm using just regular vegetable oil. Keep a little oil going in there, keep everything working. So what I just had to do was take my wooden spoon and scrape out this center part. This little center part here is so damn hot that it just burned the drippings from the meat almost immediately, and I had to scrape it out to keep everything from tasting burnt. Next, going in broccoli and our white onions. and keep this moving around that middle. I'm going to kick the fire back down a little bit now because it's just, we want to sear that and get that char on our veg, so we don't want to burn it up. All right, that's been about 1 minute. Going in with some mushrooms. They're just regular white mushrooms. They won't take long. Gonna have to add a little more oil. You hear that snapping and popping, and that's what we want. To get color on all those veg. Gotta have all this stuff ready when you get ready to cook here, because it goes really quick. All right, so last veg, that's our zucchini strips. They're not gonna take hardly any time at all. I'm not putting any seasoning in here right now. The meat was already seasoned, and we're gonna be putting some broth in here. That's better than bouillon. It has quite a bit of salt. The one seasoning we are going to put in is fresh ground ginger. And there it goes right there. This is the last of my root. We're going to stir that around in there real good. Man, did that aroma just come up off of there. Wow. All right, time to take right back in with our meat and its juices. And we'll get ready for our sauce. Worcestershire. A little honey. But we only need a little honey because that's all the honey I have. About a tablespoon. Quick toss around in there. A little squirt of oil. Now beef stock. You might not eat all of it. Probably will though. Like mine saucy. Just as soon as that's up to a boil all the way around. Yeah, you see this, it's not a wok, it's not a skillet, it's somewhere halfway in between. If this was a wok, it would be much deeper and rounded, more rounded. That would have boiled almost immediately. It would have been the hottest spot. All of it would have run down to the center, but instead it kind of migrates up to the edges. And so, I don't know. As soon as it's up to a boil, I'm going to start coming in with cornstarch gently, just till the sauce thickens. Alright, so as soon as that comes up to a boil, take her off the fire. Serve it up as soon as possible. Alright folks, it's time for the plate, Backwoods Gourmet style. We're not going to do nothing real special with it this time, except try to pile them up nice and high. Make sure you get all your colors on there. And enough of that sauce. You can also serve this over rice. Today we're going to go no carb. All right, so dinner turned out great despite a few challenges with the Lodge Cook It All. With that really hot spot in the center that burned all our meat drippings right in there. We had to just scrape that out. We had to kind of stop cooking, scrape that out so it didn't get all that burnt flavor into our food. But anyway, managed to get that out of there. Go ahead and finish the rest of the dish. It turned out delicious, by the way. And, you know, we're just trying to make it work. The Lodge Cook It All. But anyway, thanks for watching the Backwoods Gourmet. If you like what we're doing, hit the like button right down there. To subscribe to our channel, you can do it right here. For another great Backwoods Gourmet video, it's going to be right there. And for a whole playlist, cooking on the Lodge Cook It All, going to be right there. We'll see you next time.